Hello everyone and welcome back to TSC Thursdays. So the opportunity to get some stuff done off camera didn't come up very much. So yeah, we're picking up exactly where we left off from. Looking for a copper mine, preferably something exposed. Or hopefully something very close to the surface. I should really make my waypoints so that it tells me if it's exposed or not. There's not a feature for that or anything. I would just like write exposed next to it, or I would specifically say that it's or I don't know. Something that would help. Ugh. Let's see here. So I updated last week to the latest version of TFC. I didn't check before recording this if there was a newer version out, so I'm still on the same version I was last week. So I'm not terribly far behind, but I'm definitely not up to date. Assuming there is an update, there may not be an update. Okay, so it looks like there's copper fairly close to the surface. The pro pick will never give you a false positive, but it will give you false negatives. So this is not the pro pick anymore. So around here is definitely kind of stuff we're looking at. Find traces of it. So let's dig a hole. Yeah, let's do that. Digging down in TFC is more often than not a pretty safe bet. So I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. On the other hand, making sure you have enough ladders to get out is probably the first step. There we go. And let's make a few more. There we go. One stick left over. So let's see here. We'll try to do an old-fashioned digging deal. Hopefully find ourselves some copper. Still just traces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, boop, boop. Traces, 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 traces. Okay. So it's likely that this is a terribly small ore vein, which is unfortunate because it was my first decision to... It was my first choice. And you really kind of want to hit it big on attempt number 1. Oop, okay. I'm gonna try to go a little deeper just so that we don't risk the dirt collapsing on our heads. Dirt is a bit more difficult to deal with than stone, so we want to get under the stone layer. So down 3 more. 1, 2, 3. That's not where that's gonna go. That's gonna go up here. Let's see if it's gotten any better. Small sample. Okay, we've got a small sample all around. Did I bring food? I did bring food. Okay, I was smart. I think I'm gonna want to go down a little deeper. So let's gather a few more sticks. I know I could just punch leaves and get sticks like that, but they're here. I'm probably never going to be here to pick these up, so I may as well get them. I guess the same could be said for trees. I'm probably never going to come here just to drop some trees. But, you know. One, two, three. Okay, are we any better? Medium sample. Small samples, nothing of interest. That's probably a false positive, yeah. Yeah. So actually, it looks like our best bet is to go this way. There we go. Can I go straight up like this? Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna do that. So what I want to do now is, I don't know. Well, no, 3 tall is good enough. So I'm gonna take the saw, and I'm gonna go like so. Yes, like this. I'm gonna make us some support beams. Yes, that is in fact what they are called. So this is gonna hold up the cave the tunnel for us. However, just one like that isn't gonna be very useful. Let's see here. Small sample, medium sample. So it's definitely over this way. We want to go further this way. Oh, yeah, so here we go. We're getting our cave-ins now. Oh my god, cobblestone. So hard to break. Let's put these up here. I'm gonna get some food out, and we're gonna eat before we do this. There we go. Drink up too, and swap these out. Okay. So I'm gonna hope that nothing caves in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. Okay. Theoretically, that should all be held out. And once they're like this, they will support blocks up to 3 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3. We could go 3 more out this way. Or 3 more out that way, 3 more out this way, etc., that way. I don't know if it's foolproof, so be careful about that. For all I know, there could be a margin of error. But I've kept to that style so far, and I've not had any issues with it. So I just recommend doing that. So for instance, now that I have a bit more room, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm gonna knock these out. Yep, the cobblestone's gonna fall, but that's okay. Well, I don't need to bother with replacing that anymore. Now that it's this far up. And I'm just gonna keep going this way. So after I clear out this wall, I'm gonna do another little pro pick hit here. See if we're getting any closer. A large sample. Okay, so we went from medium to large in just, less than 10 blocks. So we are probably on the right level. And we are definitely in the right direction. How many blocks out am I? I'm 3 blocks out. So there is a chance that this wall could cave in after I'm done digging it out. But we seem to be fortunate that it did not. So we'll set up another set of supports and we'll keep trucking. So I'm not using jack-o'-lanterns here, so these torches, any torches I put down in here will eventually go out. But if they do, I can just snuff you out, right? Yeah. So you can turn them off like that, and then you can just relight them as long as you have torches in your inventory. And my cat is back in my face. For some reason, recording seems to be prime time for a cat to do this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Don't fall on my head. Don't fall on my head. Don't fall on my head. Okay. That went over well. Let's get these back on my bar, where they should be. And let's put another one of these down. I'm going to clear out this wall, and then we're going to give another hit with the Pro Pick, see if it's switched to very large. Medium. Okay, so it's gotten smaller. Let's see here. Large. Okay, so here's large. That's medium. So actually, it looks like it's further down. So, I need more ladders. Unfortunately, it is very much nighttime. So I actually think I'm going to cut this here. Wait for daytime. Go get more ladders. And then we're going to continue this down a few levels. I probably want at least 2 blocks between me and these support beams. So we'll probably go down 5 blocks. Yeah, that sounds about right. And welcome back. So it's just about daybreak. Although it's raining, so I don't know. Yep. Hello. I don't think they can get down here. Oh. Can I, like, kill him from here? How much am I doing to him? 1259, 1229. Doing about 30 damage at a time here. That's not great. It's more than the shovel, though. I mean, I could technically take him out. I have tons of stone now. If this axe breaks, ooh, ow. Let's go eat. Hurry up here. Oop. There we go. Let's go back up there. There he is. So sometimes I do 31, but it seems like the majority of my hits do 30. So we could actually get this guy. Ow. Okay. Be more careful. Okay, there goes the axe. I kind of don't want to cut to get rid of this guy because it'd be hilarious if I end up dying here. Be trying to get sticks, basically. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'm wasting time. 119, 80, 58, dead. And we got a bone. Awesome. Okay, so I need sticks. 2, 3. Oh, come on. 4, 5, 6. I think I need at least 14 to get to the level I'm looking for. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, 14. That's the number I need. Well, there's one out there. Just cause. Right. Did I grab it? I did. And there goes the shovel. More inventory room. Yay! Okay, ash saplings, that's nice. Boop. Alrighty, so back to what we were doing. So we want to go down a few levels. So I picked around, I tried to figure out, get a better reading for where it might be. Unfortunately, in a 2x2 wide hallway. Actually, let's go over to the side. Why? Just because. Boop. Boop. Alright. Let's take a reading down here. Medium sample. Another one. Nothing. Nothing. Medium sample. Medium sample. I assume these are false negatives because my prospecting skill is so low. Should be going up though. Slowly but surely. Let's go down one more. Two more because I have the ladders for it. And let's try this again. So, this will be the only time I do this kind of thing on camera. Just in case you guys were worried. I understand that this part of the mod is probably not the most attractive part of the mod. I mean, when is strip mining ever really interesting, right? Something you could do, you could get away with on a stream if you had a whole lot of stuff you wanted to talk about, but yeah, as far as content, video content, you know, people are waiting a certain amount of time to see the episode and then it turns out it was just all strip mining. I can see that being a problem. However, I do want to help people understand the mechanics of mining in this game, so I will be doing it just for this one time. Let's go like that. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna knock this down and then check our wall again. See if we are on the right track. Nothing of interest. Large sample, medium sample, small sample. So it definitely looks like we're medium sample, large sample, large sample, large sample. So it definitely looks like we're in the right vicinity again. Once we get a bit further out, we'll know a bit better. 2 isn't going to be enough to do anything, so let's swap those out for now. And let's see if we can get closer. So the typical progression of prospecting is traces, medium, large, very large, and then an actual piece of ore. So hopefully we hit a very large sometime soon. But for now, we're just going to keep on trucking. We're getting a little close to time, which is a bit worrisome. If I have to, I'll make some cuts during this process. I hope there were points at which I was talking, which I feel okay cutting. Now might be one of those times, so there's that. Although I might just leave that in for the comedic effect now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, boop. I'm pretty sure I'm off. Maybe it's 4 out or even 5 out. So I may be putting these things out more often than I need to, but since they're just made with logs, literally a renewable resource, I'm not too worried about it. Should probably actually hit the wall again. medium sample. Nothing. Medium. Large. So you're large. You're large. You're large. And you're large. But you're medium. So, what about over here? You're small. So it's likely it's somewhere in the middle here. Medium. So it's probably either this way or that way. So large, large. Let's go this way first. So mining in this can be a bit tedious, but once you hit an ore vein, you pretty much end up getting everything you need. And that's not really an exaggeration by any stretch of the imagination. The only exceptions being iron, probably. You might need a couple veins of those to get everything you need. So that kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Okay, what time is it? It's 18. I probably want to get a refill of water before night comes in. So I'll go do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got some water. The rain stopped just as I was heading back from the pond that was close by. So that's nice. Night is coming in though, so that's a problem. Could be stuck here for a while. That's okay. Let's check the wall now. Large sample. Okay, so it's still large over here. So I think I have the right idea that it's to go on one of these sides. Was it large or very large? Just large. Probably could have just opened my chat log to find that out instead of hitting the wall again, but meh. I'm surprised we haven't hit any gems while we've been doing this. Every time you break a piece of stone, you have a chance of getting a gem. They're not really used for much right now. So far, only the lowest tier of gem is useful. So different, the gems all have like a quality to them, like chipped, flawless. I can't really think of many more. Oh, that was a small cave-in. Hopefully that's not an indicator that there's a cave nearby. Caves tend to be really unstable. Alright. Actually, I should probably hit the wall again. I should hit the wall every time I put up a support beam. Make sure I'm still going in the right direction. Very large. Okay, so this definitely seems to be the right direction. Got lucky on our first pick. I think we're probably not at the right level, though. Just a gut feeling. We'll keep going and see if I'm right or not. So yeah, a lot of this is trial and error, which is a bit of a downer, but at the same time, it's like... It makes the skill actually valuable, which I guess is pretty nice. Having a higher skill reduces your chance of getting false negatives. Whoa. Okay, so it's looking like I was... Oh, that is not the W key. It's looking like 3 blocks out wasn't too far-fetched. Although, to be honest, we're, what, 5 blocks out right now? So that might have been the problem. Oh, oh. Oh, that's not enough, huh? That is, though. Okay, so we're gonna need to make more support beams. Oh, yeah, nope, that was stupid. Let's put that back up. There we go. And like that, and like that. I don't know if it's the case that a support beam works if there's a block above it, or if it just works regardless. But I feel like it would make sense that it was that it would be less effective if there wasn't a block directly above it. So since this is a believability thing, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they thought of that. But I guess, I don't know. I have no evidence to back that up. So feel free to ignore that advice. I'm going to need more of these. Oop. And we're just going to keep going. Okay, so I just found traces of galena. And then we're down to a large sample of native copper. So very large, very large, very large, large. Okay, so we got large here, but we got no, large, very large, very large, very large, large, large. Okay, so it's definitely over this way, but not this way. So it's possible that it's still down further. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Very large. Very large. I don't know. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit stumped. I think I'll continue looking for it off camera. I managed to show off the support beams this episode, so I'm content with that being that for today. We picked out our spot. I'll keep mining off camera, and next time we'll have found the vein, and I'll show you guys what ore generation is like. Hopefully.